Hi, I'm Darrin with Big Stick Combat. I saw a gentleman do a cane series. He had a series of four different videos, level one, two, three, and four with a cane. And interestingly enough, he got in the fourth video and he says, you know what? He says, I'm an American. So he gets in the back grip. He says, well, I'm just going to swing for the fences. And he says, that's a very powerful technique, and it is. So here's my question, though. And the funny thing is that he never taught that, as far as I know. This technique, what I call bat grip, this technique he's swinging, on the horizontal, he never did that on. It's just almost as an afterthought. So here's my idea. Baseball was a big influence on me when I was developing big stick combat. What if we take this bat grip and we develop an entire style? So for me, my entire method is I always want two hands on the cane. The bat grip, this is the strongest technique, the strongest strike I can deliver with a stick or a cane or a baseball bat. So I'm going to strike one, I'm going to strike two, I'm going to strike three, I'm going to strike four. Now notice in his demonstration, he does like people typically do. The baseball bat, he's going to hit horizontally. Just tactically here where I'm at, I'm I'm in between two pillars. So to do, you can see I'm crowded. But notice what happens if I switch. If I switch to vertical orientation, I can very easily strike in between these two objects. However, if I go to horizontal strikes, then now there are barriers, and I realize that almost always a vertical orientation and this is taken from modified Tapato, I studied with Grandmaster Michael Buskins. Modified Tapato has this vertical orientation. And so whether there's a pillar here on the side of me, or whether I'm in a crowded area, or I'm in between two cars, or in a stairway, that this vertical orientation is going to be much easier, or I'm going to be able to deliver strikes without getting running into the other objects or people having to stick with them. So just a thought, and this is my idea behind big stick combat, that this two-handed bat strike is the most powerful strike I can deliver. So I'm going to deliver that any and every time that I can. This is what the system is built around, is that I want to take a sophisticated use of this bat grip and bat strikes and apply it in a system. And I think that is the strongest way you can go, because honestly, and if your life is on the line, you want to deliver the strongest strikes that you can. People, particularly people here, shabu as they call it in the Philippines, meth is a problem. People who are drunk, the people who are drugs, they're making it very hard to put it down. So we want to be able to deliver crushing, brutal strikes. So think about it. Thanks.